Yeah, what was friend? Say something.
Yes, I wanted to ask that. Is it only unbelievers that are enemy to God? Do are Christians? We can't be enemies. What am I even saying? We cannot be enemies to God now. Since we are His children, we are His heir. So.
You see, God's enemy is not the one who hates God. Neither is he the one who is here an unbeliever. You see, God's enemy is the one who becomes an interruption to what God is doing.
So are you saying a believer can be an interruption to what God wants to do?
Of course, even a man can become, okay, now look at the life of Jonah. He's a prophet. But as soon as he becomes an interruption to the kingdom come, to what God is doing, he becomes God's enemy. Yeah, you see, King Aaron, he is God's enemy because he's trying to stop what God is betting. The glory that is coming. He's trying to stop it. So that there are people that are God's enemy. Pharaoh also. Just I'm trying to give you something that you do. This is good. So he said to stop. He said kill all the male child, leave the female. I see. So he's trying to stop because he knows that someone mightier is coming than him. So he's trying to stop what God is best, what God is about to do in that time. So he becomes God enemy.
So do you mean that when a believer wants to interrupt what God wants to do in the life of His people, they are God's enemy?
Of course. They are God's enemy. Yeah, you see, look at them. Anyone who becomes an interruption. So I want you also to be, to take this, be conscious of this. Don't be an interruption to what God is doing. So you don't become God's enemy. You understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Be wise, accepted.